Don't you mean our kitchen?
No, they have better snacks.
So, ex-boyfriend. Interesting choice.
Yeah. I know Joe has Cheez-Its. I saw him eating them earlier. Where the hell are they?
You're not going to find them. I was eating a bunch of them, and I jokingly said, Bonnie, hide these. And she did. She hides my food so I don't get bored like a zoo polar bear. Good luck. They could be anywhere.
Hey, y'all. Nice to meet you.
Isn't that like a 50-year-old gay guy?
Chris!
Yeah, Stewie, isn't Bruce gay?
How should I know, man? I should be the one asking you that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Bruce, don't you live on our street?
Yeah, I'm the house on the corner. You know the incongruous purple one with all the desert plants?
Yes, I know it well. I've left my dog's expulsions on your AstroTurf many times. Welcome to our home. Put it in.
Where?
The hand, you blockhead.
Hey, Boo, we should probably get going.
Where are you two lovebirds off to?
The waxing place. Bruce is getting a treatment. I'm just getting an estimate from my team.
Oh, gross.
Peter, why is our daughter dating a gay man?
Lois, I don't even pretend to know what's going on out there anymore.
Meg's completely oblivious to it. You know, what I'd like to know is why he's doing this.
Is it really such a bad thing, Lois? I mean, they're having fun with each other. Speaking of having fun, what do you say you and I do a little of the old,
Whoa. Are you okay to swim like that?
Am I okay?
The woke revolution, it requires all of us at some point to say no.
Please help me, hurry! I'm about to get hit
Now,
by the
switching over to budgets, we have seen a House majority with Republican control, and there's kind of this can kick down the road activity happening with this budget. What do you think needs to happen in order to kind of finally hit a resolution with the budget?
Well, I think it's incredibly important that we are able to do our work in progress. We are the ones that,
Researchers in China have discovered a strain of coronavirus that caused 100% mortality due to late-stage brain infection. They know this because they put it in humanized mice and played with it. They messed around and found out. Humanized mice, you guys, we're going to get to what that is in a second.
Man, fuck all this bullshit. We gotta stop being the fucking sheep and show the fucking wolves we're wolves too. We gotta go and get the fucking wolves that's doing this shit. We already said that we wanted them to stop gain of function research, but they want to continue with this gain of function fucking research. Fuck this shit.
Is that Earth?
Oh, for Pete's sake, I am 99% sure Bruce is gay.
What? Mom, he works part-time at Lush. It's him and like 10 girls. Trust me.
Gain of function.
Listen, I'm just trying to...
Oh, I know what you're trying to do. Pathetic little Meg is happy for once, and you just can't take it.
When you have something and you mess around with it
marriage, so
to see what happens, that's basically gain of function. It's happening.
I love each other.
Gain of function.
Lois, where's the first aid kit? I tried to put a Helios in the oven.
Gain of function.
Top of the closet.
Oh, that little case? I've been taking that to work to look like a businessman.
Incredibly dangerous.
Oh, the elevator,
Could this be the disease X that the Davos crowd is going to discuss this week at the World Economic Forum? Recall last week we went over the Davos agenda that's happening. It just started today. And we found this panel called Preparing for Disease X. AstraZeneca's CEO will be on the panel, so will Dr. Tedros.
They gotta do this here so they can gain back control over the masses. So they can gain back control over CDC is needed. When CDC isn't needed, a lot of this shit isn't needed. A lot of these people need to go to jail.
I know.
From the World Health Organization, they're saying disease X could be 20 times more fatal than COVID, and so they're prepping for it. They don't know what it is, but they know it will be more fatal. Is that a wish list?
Right. How do they know that it's going to be more fatal? I mean, it's like the American, Congress passed a bill recently about disease X. Like the U.S. Congress backed
Just like when fake Dr. Fauci told us that they was going to have a pandemic during Donald Trump's presidency. They planning this. They are planning this shit on us. What the fuck are we going to do about it?
Should just be another couple minutes.
Dad, Tyson spilled milk.
My bad.
No, I didn't.
What the fuck can we do about it? With a sad look on my face.
There you are. Look, I wanted to apologize.
No need, Mom. Let me show you just how wrong you were. Bruce and I are engaged.
What?
Engaged? No daughter of mine is getting married at 18. I forbid it. Submit.
Dr. Fauci.
Peter, I'm sorry. I'm just not okay with our daughter marrying someone who is clearly
passed a
gay.
bill, a resolution on disease X for the rollout and preventability of this highly deadly disease.
We don't know what it is yet.
We know it's coming.
But they're preparing us. They're tempering our expectations with fear. So the WHO is warning about this. And again, they want to solve this, it says here, with collaborative surveillance. That's what they think they need. And in fact, today, something that Tony Blair had said is we need to know who's been vaccinated and how many times, because you need to keep getting vaccinated all the time. And we need to know how many vaccines the people you're talking to and around you are in buildings. We're going to bring you that clip later this week because he's got some balls. He's got some bullocks to say that. Or I'd like to say it differently. Can I just rewind? That's bullocks.
Huevos?
No, I really want to pull off the bullocks.
Okay, do it.
That's
Okay, do it.
total bullocks. Total bullocks.
No, that's not. You make fun of me for my like British accent. That's I don't know.
It's bullocks.
No.
I really want to be able to pull that off. I'll work on it. Okay, you know what else is bullocks? I'm going to tell you what else is bullocks. This paper here that I'm about to show you. This paper comes out of China, just early January 2024, showing that scientists accidentally found a strain of COVID that was 100% fatal in transgenic mice. Hold your questions about transgenic mice. See here, they're warning about the spillover risk, but that's only a concern because it was created in the first place. If they hadn't created it, they wouldn't have to worry about it.
Stupid is what stupid does.
It did not exist. This is not like...
What did you order?
Stupid is what stupid does. And we about a bunch of fucking stupid fucking idiotic fucking fools to trust these fucking assholes.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
I'm not stupid to the fucking games that's being played. So what the fuck are we doing? Playing games with these assholes and their fucking games. Practicing on you, practicing on me with medication that they get from the pharmaceutical companies that they're in bed with. They make money off of keeping us stuck on stupid and sick.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate
Berg's uncertainty principle. Like, it didn't exist, and now it exists, and that makes it a danger. When it did not exist, there was no risk of observing a spillover, right? Now, it didn't seem like they created on purpose. They were doing gain-of-function research, which basically means they were manipulating diseases. They found this one in a pangolin. This is a pangolin. Look how cute he is. Dr. John Campbell's channel about this, he claims that the pangolin is a highly abused species in laboratories. For whatever reason in China, they like to experiment on this guy. I don't like that.
He's like a dinosaur. He's a living dinosaur. He looks like a little, what is it? What was it? What's the one that has the tail with the ball in the tail? I used to love those.
Well, he looks like he's doing an Oliver Twist sort of. Please, sir, can I have a mole?
Yeah.
You know, like, you're going to experiment on me.
Please don't experiment on me.
Can I have
don't
can I have a
like it.
biscuit? Can I have a biscuit, please?
It
Not a
depends
biscuit.
on Alex. Okay, so this little guy had some COVID, basically the pangolin. They took it out and they cloned it in a lab, and then they put it into transgenic mice. Now, what is that? That is humanized mice. This is mice that is injected with human DNA to see how they react and if they can maybe extrapolate what happens to the mice with what would happen in a human. Here's how one laboratory that uses these explains it. That you can, target specific genes to a study. You can replicate certain characteristics. Basically, we can experiment on them and it's all good. And we can extrapolate, like I said, what happens to humans. Now, I just wonder, given that we're making these humanized mice, are we worried that they might mutate? Ever heard of Master I'm just curious.
Shredder.
Not Shredder. Master Splinter, right? Is this a concern? Humanized mice? Anybody? No? Okay. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts about that. If humanized mice is a thing.
I didn't think we were going to get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reference.
I know, wrong one too.
Yeah, but I'm very excited that we did.
Okay. So let's look again at this case. When the humanized mice were injected with the pangolin COVID, they got here a late-stage brain infection and died. I love that they use the word surprisingly. Like, we didn't know this would happen. We were just effing around. Surprisingly, all the mice were infected with the live virus succumbed to the infection within 7 to 8 days post-inoculation, rendering a mortality rate of 100%. The mice began to exhibit a decrease in body weight, starting from 5 days, reached a 10% decrease in the initial weight by day 6. By the 7th day, the mice displayed symptoms such as piloerection, hunched posture, sluggish movements, and their eyes turned white before they died. What the F?
Oh my God.
Do you want this happening in the world?
It's the zombie apocalypse. I know we've always, sort of joked about preparing for the zombie apocalypse, but Bill Gates now has his wish come true. That, we're going to have people walking around where they're going to start to see their eyes roll back and you'll just see the whites of their eyes before
they become sluggish and they're losing weight and their eyes there's no pupil in their eyes, and then they die of a flesh-eating brain infection. What the heck? Okay, here's what they conclude. To the best of our knowledge, this is the first report showing this strain of COVID can cause 100% mortality in these mice, suggesting a risk of this spillover to humans. Now, they do say they don't know for sure that would happen to humans. That's what happened in the humanized mice. Thankfully, they haven't tested that as far as we know. Here's another kind of strange things I want to point out. Here are the researchers that wrote this paper saying, we did this, just want you to know. Okay, they're all from this Nanjing University in China. And then it said also contributed these email addresses down below. Anything that stand out to you about these email addresses, given that this is in China?
they're all Gmail accounts.
Yeah.
And there's a New Jersey Center Education out in China. That's a Chinese college and a Gmail account.
Yeah, Gmail's blocked in China.
Look, Peter, Smash Mouth is playing here next
Who's
weekend.
doing that? Who are those people?
No, in this porn
Right.
store.
That's weird. So I don't know how to explain that. I just wanted to point out that that's strange. That it's this university and some people with a Gmail. Clearly not in China, or at least not from China. I don't know. I'm curious. So why are they doing this? Why is this allowed? And could this be related to the unknown disease X that globalists are anticipating? I would like to show you the assessment of John Campbell on his YouTube channel, but it was removed for unknown reasons, so I'm going to play it safe and let you know that you still can find it in other places. He surmises that the only real reason to be doing this, to be mucking about, as he calls it, would be weaponization of a virus. He can't see any other reason. Obviously, I don't work with these types of things, so I don't see a reason either. But again, he's calling this a new brain virus that turns your eyes white before you die like a zombie. Let us know what you think, and if you agree that it is Territorial Rolex.
Unbelievable. And poor John Campbell. I mean, YouTube removes that, but it's still on Rumble, I guess. So you can seek it out, I guess, in those places. Thank you so much for watching this segment here at Redacted. We are live every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, trying to share the stories that the mainstream media will not cover. You should also come over and join our community of Redacted Rebels over at redacted.inc. That's our private locals community where we can share exclusive content that we simply cannot share here on YouTube. Come over and join the rebellion together right now by going to redacted.inc. We'll see you next time.
People, wait right there. Are you on both Medicare and Medicaid? Do you want to hear something you may...
Nope, we don't want to hear that shit. I just want to hear what the fuck are we going to do about what the fuck they doing right now. This is some bullshit. I'm just saying.
This being our chief Washington correspondent, John Carl. About as good a night as Donald Trump could want.
For Donald Trump, this was the perfect night. Not only did he win with more than 50% of the vote, but his opposition is divided, George, between Haley and DeSantis. You had about 40%. Voting for somebody that wasn't Trump. But look, they are so close. This gives both of them a reason to stay in this race. And we've seen what's happened. They go after each other far more viciously, with far more rigor than they go after Donald Trump. They fight each other and marching towards the mission. That said, let's keep in mind what you said at the beginning. One state has voted, only 110,000 people. There's a long way to go. But for Donald Trump, he now has one big victory, and he has his opponents continuing to be divided.
But it could be on track to wrap this all up in early March.
Oh, absolutely. March 5th, you have Super Tuesday. You've got he could have effectively not clinched it in terms of an outright clinch, but be the effective nominee. He's got New Hampshire. That's the one state where it looks like, in terms of polling anyway, he could actually be beaten. But everywhere else, nationally, he is the dominant force in the Republican Party.
Between now and March, though, cascade of more legal appearances and legal decisions that could affect the general election.
Yeah, so this is the thing. Donald Trump can still be beaten. As we said, only one state has voted. But if he's going to be beaten, he's going to have to beat himself. There's no evidence that his opponents have the wherewithal to take him on. There's no evidence of that yet. We'll see. Nikki Haley could pull out a victory in New Hampshire, but remember, New Hampshire is a state where independents can vote in the Republican primary. It's the one state where, again, Trump seems like he's vulnerable. It goes after that to Nevada and South Carolina. In South Carolina, which is where Nikki Haley was governor, Trump is perhaps even more dominant than he is in Iowa.
Cool. Thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
Diversifying into Bitcoin? Type GBTC into your investment account today, or ask your financial advisor about the world's largest Bitcoin ETF. Ticker GBTC. Bitcoin investing begins here.
It's 1 a.m. here in New
York City, where another Trump legal battle is just beginning. The former president arrived a short time ago for the first day in his second defamation trial brought by writer E. Jean Carroll.
And the trial comes less than a year after a jury found Trump liable for sexually abusing Carroll at a New York department store. And
fake news. They don't say nothing about Joe Biden and Hunter Biden.
Just on damages
fake news. This is fake news. I wouldn't share this news with my dog if I had one.
Yasmin Vasugi is joining us from the courthouse. Also with us, Temidayo Agenga-Williams, former senior investigative counsel for the January 6th committee, former federal prosecutor, and state attorney for Palm Beach County, Dave Ehrenberg. Let's start there at the courthouse with Yasmin. Walk us through this trial and how it's different from the first one.
Guys, I just want to tell you, I'm having problems hearing you, just to let you know, because I think the weather, but Iowa has certainly come to New York City, to say the least. The former president may have won in Iowa last night, but...
Fake news, fake news. I wouldn't share this news with my dog if I had a dog.
defamation trial, right? This is not about relitigating the trial that happened in 2023. This is about defaming E. Jean Carroll after the New York Magazine article came out back in, I believe, 2019, right? So this is about a number. The jury basically has to figure out how much the former president needs to pay E. Jean Carroll for defaming her as he's continued to do so. I'm taking a look at my phone continuously because we're getting notes from inside the court with Adam Rees, along with Lisa Rubin is inside the courtroom right now. I'm being told the former...
No, I mean when you start the mission, I need to be in your, I don't know, something network, say, or must be something. I have to do this one first, an organization. It will tell you what you need to do.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer setting up a vote later today to move forward with a laddered continuing resolution to avert a partial shutdown this upcoming Friday. This bill would keep the government funded through March 1st and March 8th. Senator Mike Lee joined me on Sunday threatening a shutdown over border security. He joined me on Sunday Morning Futures with reaction.
Well,
we the taxpayers are the stupid ones. We are allowing the same assholes that put us into $33 trillion worth of debt to continue putting the fucking adding to the debt. Are we really this fucking adding to the debt? Are we really this fucking stupid? $34 trillion. $34 trillion in debt. The debt. And gullible to these lying assholes?
I'm to get security serious about the border right now, and the way we do that is to tell the Biden administration, if you want your administration funded, secure the border, or shut it down. The very worst thing we could do right now is give them more money for their priorities, for things like giving aid to help other countries secure their borders. While doing nothing that's actually going to change President Biden's will.
Stupid is what stupid does, and we are some stupid fucking assholes. Literally, we're allowing the elite assholes to rob us, and we do nothing.
To enforce the law.
Joining me right now is Pennsylvania Congressman Scott Perry, a member of the House Oversight and Foreign Affairs Committees, as well as the House Freedom Caucus Chairman. Congressman, it's good to see you today. Thanks very much for being here.
There's no such thing as oversight when the assholes that's robbing us are looking out for themselves. They're not looking out for us.
I thought you didn't want any more continuing resolutions.
Well, good morning, Maria. Love the hat.
You cannot trust a Democrat rat. You cannot trust a Republican fucking clown. You cannot trust none of these assholes because all these assholes are a bunch of fucking liars. rats.
I don't want any more continuing resolutions, but I will tell you, I don't think there really should be any plausible fear of any government shutdown. The Democrats are getting absolutely everything they want. They're getting a continuation of the Pelosi policies, plus a couple $100 billion more than she enacted when she was the speaker to enforce those policies, enact those policies. When all the Democrats are going to vote for something and you have a bunch of Republicans who never want to confront anything, there's little that the rest of us, including the speaker, can do about that. So that's the most likely outcome in the next few days here out of Washington, D.C.
Well, I mean, look, House Speaker Mike Johnson reportedly told lawmakers that he opposes the Senate border deal. Oklahoma Senator James Lankford has been negotiating this, and he's encouraging everybody to read the bill before they judge it, saying people should not believe everything they read on the internet, Congressman. Lankford is referring to the Immigration Accountability Project, which leaked a draft version of this bill. It shows it would increase green card handouts to $50,000 a year, give work permits to every illegal immigrant released from custody. And, I mean, this one really gets me. You'll only have expulsion authority after we have 5,000 encounters over 7 days. So, Congressman, are you and your colleagues putting the border security that you've talked so much about off the table now?
No, I don't think it's off the table, but I don't know that it's going to be part of this funding package. I wish it were, but I don't see that happening. I think it'll be actually part of the supplemental that will come after this next funding deal. I don't see any reason whatsoever. I appreciate and respect Senator Lankford, but if anything that is offered in that pre-released version or that leaked version is true, that has to be dead on arrival in the House of Representatives. The American people want us to secure the border, not secure in perpetuity the legality of people that come across the border illegally in huge numbers. That's not what they asked for. They want us to stop this crazy influx of people coming across the border illegally, and that policy does not do that. It actually enshrines it in law.
Well, then if we're talking about this being the bill at hand, it sounds like we're headed for a partial government shutdown on Saturday.
Well, I don't think they're going to put this immigration bill on the Senate's going to put this immigration proposal on the continuing resolution. I have not heard that. And I think the House will send its own version of a continuing resolution to the Senate. It looks like Washington's going to be shut down today for weather, but I suspect the Speaker will want to put that on the floor as soon as possible and take the lead between the House and the Senate on how the government is funded.
Let me switch gears and ask you about these investigations underway. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan and House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer said that they'll send another subpoena to Hunter Biden. Hunter's lawyer, of course, says that Hunter is willing to show up for a closed-door deposition, saying that the initial subpoena was invalid because it came before the House formalized the impeachment inquiry. Congressman, where are we on this?
Well, I think this will be the third subpoena, and I guess Hunter's planning on 3 strikes or you're out, so he said now he'll come. I'm sure that they didn't want the optics of having him continue to deny and not comply with subpoenas and then have the Department of Justice have to go arrest Hunter Biden. They didn't want that optic, so I think he's going to come in, but I don't think that we should take the contempt resolution vote off the table until he is actually sitting there, because he's been just known to, unfortunately, like the rest of the Biden clan, prolifically lie, and so we can't take him at his word. We need to have cash on the barrelhead. We need him sitting in for the deposition, and then the contempt resolution can be delayed.
So what can you get out of that closed-door meeting? I want to get your take on evidence so that the audience understands this investigation. What would you say, because you and your colleagues have said money laundering, bribery, influence peddling, what would you say is the most damning evidence to prove these things?
Well, the most damning evidence, of course, is the bank statements and the financial.
That's why, despite the massive criminality and corruption of the Clintons, the Bidens, the Obamas, and all the rest, none of them ever get indicted or ever get investigated. They're totally protected by a fake and disgusting system. but I did everything right, and the system tries to throw me right into a jail. They can't beat me at the ballot box, so they're out there trying to take me out by other means. Anything they can think of. These people don't love our country.
All American patriots who are seeing this video to join forces and get President Trump back in office. Are you in? If so, you can make a massive difference by taking our early poll to support President Trump. In return, we'll give you a limited edition Trump 2024 flag, absolutely